morning, ninjas. Good morning. It's Thirsty Thursday, and we thirsty for these yards. Heck, even the weatherman knew it was going to be a thirsty Thursday because it downpoured last night like crazy, and all the yards are soaking wet. But got to keep moving because I got to be done by 2:30 latest, so that way I can get home, drop off all the stuff, and I got that appointment I got to go to, which is at 4. I don't know if you can really tell. I know the sun might be in the lens, but I don't know. You probably can't tell, but it's soaking wet. I mean, not like soaking. I mean, it didn't rain. It stopped raining till probably like 1 or 2 in the morning, give or take. But it's moist. Yeah. Okay. So, a lot of you have a lot of questions. You've seen the video yesterday. You are blowing up the comments, blowing up my DMs. All kinds of questions. All kinds of questions, ninjas. All kinds. And it's okay. Your questions are reasonable. I'm a simple man. Questions are simple. I'm a simple man. I got a simple answer. As you can see, by the way, I'm solo again this morning, and that is fine. That is what I expected, and it's not a problem. So first, let's talk about Red, because I know a lot of you have been just asking away, why, Nick? But Nick, why? Why'd you bring Red? Red's been blowing up my phone since this last winter, even like last fall. You guys know that. I think I've said it here and there a couple of times. And I just, you know, when you burned me once and the way he burned me, I'm not really eager to bring you back. Now, with that being said, Red is a good worker when he was here, but I don't care how good of a worker you are when you're not here, right? And I do believe in second chances, but at the same time, you have to earn it. That's it. So I didn't really bring Red back as a full-time gig. I think Red is not the type of individual that can maybe commit to this type of work for a long term. But I think Red can be a handy person for me when I do need him, whether it be a long day of mowing or just some of those side jobs like mulch, shrubs, whatever, brush, and here and there. For example, today, he was supposed to be here this morning. He didn't show up. No call, no show. I'm actually not even sweating it, because we had this discussion and I already talked to him and I already had that in my head that I expected it. That's all I'm saying. I expected it. So that's why you guys have been blowing out my phone by Sassy, or the comments at least. And look, I'm gonna make it very clear to you about Sassy. Now, I told you he has a family emergency, that he needed to take some time off. And that's what's happening. Monday, he did show up to pick up his check, and he said he had another emergency, so he couldn't work. Okay. No problem. I asked him if he'd be there Tuesday morning, which was Thunder Bumper Tuesday, and he said, yes, sir. Okay. Tuesday morning came around. He never showed. No call, no show. Well, you guys watched the video. All the loyal ninjas watched Thunder Bumper Tuesday, where I did 19 yards. Monday I did 20. Tuesday I did 19. And there was a no call, no show. Yesterday, no call, no show. So Sassy has not showed up, and he hasn't called or communicated with me. I don't know, is what I'm trying to tell you, what's going on. I don't have an answer, ninjas. I don't. Last I know, he has an emergency. Family emergency. Now, what I do know is this. I do know that if I cared about my position in my job, and I wanted to keep that position or my job, I'd communicate, right? I wouldn't just do no call, no shows. Heck, if I had a death in my family, I would communicate. I would be like, I had someone pass away. So there's your answer. I don't know. There's no call, no shows for 2 days. Yes, you're gonna say, but that's not sassy. Well, it's not. Not that you're aware of, not that I'm aware of. It's not his style. But then again, people change. You don't know. The point is, I haven't heard from him. I don't know what's going on. And all I asked is for communication. I was very understanding. I am very understanding. People do have things that go on in their life. We've had this discussion, ninjas. But respect is respect, and communication is communication, for, you know, is the key for everything. Like I said, if I had a death in my family, if my father or mother died, I would be communicating with my job. And that's the worst of the worst, right? When you lose a loved one. So I don't know. But Red came around. He's been blowing up my phone since last fall. Blew up my phone yesterday, or a few weeks ago, I mean. And then yesterday we got in touch. And he helped me out. That's it. All right, I just wanted to update you that before I start with my day, because I know I'm going to be hustling out here, and I'm going to be sweating and hot, and I'm sure the humidity will be here with all the water in the ground from the rain, and I'm not going to be in the mood to talk later. And I'll be rushing because I got to get done, like I said, early today, because I gotta get to that appointment. So it is what it is. Will Red be here tomorrow? Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I'm still going to continue interviewing and meeting people and talking to people to see if who else I can find. And that's it. There's your answer. There's your answer, because all of you guys are, where's Shashi? Bring Shashi back. Where's Shashi? Did he quit? Is he coming back? I don't know. When you do a no call, no show for multiple days, what can a man assume? What can a man assume? A man can assume that he quit. It's the only thing I could think of. So the only reason I'm even updating you ninjas, because you guys like him. I like Sassy. He's a good dude. He's a hard worker, and he knows that you guys care about him, and you guys have followed him and supported him and me and the channel, and you guys have the right, in my opinion, to just get an update. Sure. So that's your update. That's all I know. No call, no shows for multiple days. No communication. What can a man assume? All right, ninjas, just finished 3 of them back to back. I went ahead and went around because I wanted to show you, because I usually park right here and then I'll go around and do that one on the other side, but I came around just to show you. So I did this one right here. That's done. Took care of this one right here next door. Looks good, looks good. That's a big one over there. It's like just a little under 2 acres. That one's about 1 acre. Maybe a little less. Well, no, it's about 1 acre. And then this one over here is a little bit less than 1 acre. So just did 3 of them back to back. And they look good. So what I did is I pretty much mowed everything. Well, those 2 over there I did. I mowed everything first. Then I trimmed, and then I blew off. That way I got all that out of the way, one thing at a time. And some of you ninjas may remember these. I don't really record here a whole lot just because there's 3 of them, and I usually, when I get here, I want to get done. And then this one with the American flag there. Looks good. Looks freaking good. Yep, it's a wrap. So we're off to the next one. And hey, I figured out a new system. That's right, ninjas. I figured out a new system. Now this new system, I'm gonna have to show it to you. I don't know if it will be today or another video, but I'm gonna have to show it to you. It really helps out if you're weed eating long strips like chain link fence or a wooden fence, you know, just and you've got like a long ways to walk especially if it's a chain link fence and you got to get both sides. So I was thinking to myself, hey, we use these stand-on mowers for blowing off. Why can't we use it for trimming? Anyway, it worked. I was speechless. I flew through that chain link yard of both of those, the bigger ones, like crazy, dude, because I was weed eating them while I was standing on the stand-on mower. Now, I know you're gonna say this ninja is crazy. I am. I'm crazy that I never thought about that sooner. Anyway, it works. I'm telling you. Now, there's a couple of things. Obviously, you're still gonna have to, when you get to the corners in certain areas, hop off the mower. No big deal. I don't care. I'll do that. Also, if you have to do any kind of edging with the weed eater or something, sure. So sometimes some of those little corners and spicks and things, you gotta jump off the mower. But man, it saved me a lot of walking. And I don't mind walking, but it's the time. It saved me a lot of time. So, but with that being said, ninjas, you gotta have one thing. One thing. You gotta have a strong arm when you do that. Now, look. If you're weed eating and you've been doing it for a while, you're gonna have a strong right hand, left hand, whatever you are, whatever, however you use the weed eater, regardless. But if you're not, and if you try this, it's gonna hurt your hand. Hurt it as in, it's gonna be uncomfortable and you're just gonna drop the weed eater. You're gonna constantly drop the head to the ground. You gotta have that hand muscle. You gotta be strong, long, strong like a bull. Seriously. So that's the only thing, but I've also got it figured out a little bit where and you don't have to go fast with the mower, ninjas. You can go nice and slow and easy. You're still going faster than if you were walking, especially when you got uphill, downhill. But there's also a little trick if you do get tired with your hand, holding that weed eater with one hand, because you're using the other hand to steer the mower, where you can set your weed eater and it'll rest and you can still weed eat while you're doing that. I know, I'm nuts. You're probably wondering right now, this ninja is a fool. He crazy. Yeah, call me whatever you want. I just knocked out 3 huge yards by myself within 2 hours. Hour and a half, 2 hours. But that's because I took some time on those hedges. Trying to freaking level them out, but it's impossible. So anyway, I didn't get a chance to record nothing there. I'm gonna try to record something here and there if I can. If not, guys, then we'll turn this video into just an update of what's been going on, because a lot of you have been asking. It won't be much of a mowing vlog, but it is what it is. Hey, we're just moving along. I gotta do at least like one more in this side of town before I go to the other side of town and take care of business and call it a wrap. Okay, we'll see you. All right, ninjas, I just finished that one, and that's a wrap. I'm done for today. Sorry there's no mowing footage today. I actually was planning on it, but it's just been one of them days. I'm done. What a day. So I did 18 today, and I'm headed home because I'm taking out Mama and Baby Ninja out for dinner at Baby Ninja's favorite place. So where I'm doing that, I actually, if we weren't doing the dinner, I could have, it's 6:59, so 7, I could have easily gotten 2 more. Work till 8. But it's time to stop because that's more important, and I want to do that for them, and we want to have some family time. I have a business to run. I'm not going to sit around and wait to see if I'm going to hear from somebody or not. As I said earlier, I'm going to say it one more time. If I had a death in my family, I would communicate with my job. But that's me. I can't speak for others. So if I hear anything I will let you know. But if I'm not giving you any other updates, that's because I haven't heard nothing else, okay? That's the bottom line. So, there's nothing else I can tell you. I don't know anything else. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the chit-chats, at least for today. Oh yeah, 58 yards, 59, 58. 58 yards, ninjas. Tell me it can't be done. Remember, it's all a mind game. Mind game. If you tell yourself you can't, then you probably won't. I am one of those types of individuals that when I get behind, or if you know what I'm saying, I get mad. And I'm not getting mad at like anybody in particular. I get mad at myself. I get mad, you know what I mean, at the situation. So when I get mad, I work the best. I guess you could say I work good under pressure, because I don't know, man. For me, the whole mowing, weed eating, blowing off, it's a joke. It's a freaking joke. It's just a matter of getting to the yard, and I don't know. As far as motivation, I've said this in previous videos, I am a very, very, very self-motivated individual. I don't need anybody to motivate me. I'm such a motivated person myself. I motivate myself that, you know what I mean? I have to just get to the yard. Once I get to the yard's knocked out. It's just one of them things. And I think, guys, that's just something that happens over time. You don't freaking develop that overnight. That's called hard work, and you develop that character just through hard work. Oh, need to know with Cincy Nick. Well, I need to share this one. This one's so cool, and I was talking to a couple of buddies, and we were talking about this, but need to know with Nick. Here we go. Did you know that over the last, I want to say 20-something years, a man's handshake, or the strength in man's handshake, when you shake someone's hand, the actual strength, how somebody shakes your hand, has decreased by 29%, ninjas. 29%. You know what that means? Do you know what that means? It means people have started to work less. Because when you work hard in your life, no matter what it is that you do, right? You are passionate about it. You're using your hands. You have a strong grip, strong handshake, because you've built up that muscles. And it also the character, how you present yourself when you shake somebody's hand, decreased by 29%. Man, we are in trouble. This country is in trouble. I'm telling you, this country is in trouble, and we can see it. We all are witnessing it. We can see it by just how hard it is to find someone who wants to do any kind of labor. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to do any kind of labor. Very few. There is some out there, but very few. And I think we're in trouble. And so when people ask, why does it cost? Why do you charge so much to do something? That's why. Because it's labor work, and nobody wants to do it nowadays. Nobody. And people just don't teach hard work anymore. People don't teach labor. I don't get it. I'm telling you, we're in trouble. This generation that's below me, and then like Baby Ninja's generation is the one that's going to be really in trouble. But even the generation underneath us, like me, you know, let's say teens into 20s, man, it's tough, and they're in for a ride. So I don't know, but all we can do is work hard, the ones that do work, and teach our children that if you want something in life, no matter what you're doing, it doesn't have to be lawn care, you have to go out to earn it. Nobody owes you anything, and nobody is gonna just hand nothing to you. Now, I mean, here, you guys have just seen it within the last few days. I'm trying to give people a job, and they're trying to get me to deliver them application to them to their door. you know, and I get it. Some of the comments were like, well, why didn't you just email it to him? Look, I get it. I get it. Everybody's going to jump on that whole, there's technology. It builds character. It shows you who is who and how they are. If they can't put an effort to come get an application, they're not going to put an effort to show up, and they're not going to whatever. So anyway, 29% decrease in man's strength of a handshake. Look, I judge, we all judge, but I judge based on how you shake my hand. When we shake hands, it pretty much tells me a lot about you already. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.